today was based on the fact of you're the bottleneck until you learn to delegate.
Absolutely.
And there's a difference between intuitively knowing that or understanding it conceptually and then actually doing it.
Yeah.
And then like I was kind of filling you in before we went live on the situation. And as you know, it's always been building the plane in midair.
Yes.
So there was a lot of patchwork stuff.
Yeah.
Which it'll keep the plane in the air.
Correct.
But you're not gaining altitude and you're not going to get into the jet stream.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in the fun phase, which isn't really fun, but they call it the fun phase.
Wait,
and
okay.
you're trying to get to predictable success. So fun phase is like, just grab a hammer. You know, we're trying to build something, like just put something on the wall. You know what I mean?
It's a barn race.
It really is. Like everyone just do something and we hope it works out. You know what I mean? Or like just grab an oar. We're just trying not to drown. You know what I mean? So that's the fun phase.
Yeah.
But then you're wanting to get to predictable success, where it's like, hey, I want to be able to know this thing can work over and over and over. And in order to get there, you have to go through a beautiful phase called whitewater. And whitewater is about as fun as it sounds. It's basically hell. And whitewater is like, I don't know if we're like going, I don't know if we're going up or we're going down. Like we're taking on water. I think that's, but we're also like, it's crazy. So like you've been through whitewater, go like, hey, everyone just kind of do something. And then you kind of start figuring out, oh, I really need this. I don't need this. We really need 10 of these, not 2 of these. Like you start figuring out, we should track something, like all that kind of stuff.
Well, and one of the things that I had just done almost by default over the years was the networking and it was never specifically networking like with a goal in mind.
Kind of like the Sherpa. You're kind of like bringing people together, not really sure why. You're like, okay, this kind of works. Like matchmaking forever.
And then you wake up one day and you're like, whoa, all of these things connect and overlap.
Yes.
And I am woefully ill-equipped to actually deal with this.
Right.
and or to be of value to the people that I actually know, like, and trust.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
So that was the next, I guess you would say, level of self-awareness.
Yeah.
You know, where it becomes like, oh shit, I can't do this.
Right.
You know, like there's a level of too many moving parts.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can understand the parts.
Right.
But I can't move them all myself.
Correct.
And so then there becomes the anxiety or the hesitation.
Yes.
And the trepidation of pulling. That's why I said I pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I just signed a contract, you know?
Yeah.
And so there's that. And then it's like, but then I start looking at, and this is another thing that, well, you remember whenever we first started doing this, I was in the midst of the cage fight with the CPA, like 3 times a week. They'd send me this spreadsheet of just ridiculous shit where I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And it's like, yes, that's my name. Yes, that is my email.
I did sign that.
Yes.
I don't know what it was for.
Those are invoices that I had come in, but I couldn't tell you. Like, it made sense at the time. That was usually
it's like, did you bill these people? I don't know. Did these people pay? I don't know. Like, it's like, I just, things went out, things went in.
Or they would call it the suspense list. And like, for them, it meant suspended transactions that weren't resolved. For me, it was like, it's like you're keeping me in suspense.
I love this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what happens either.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's like, is the killer behind door number 1?
Yes. Yes.
And so while I was going through all of that, it becomes readily apparent. That it's like, okay, there's a bunch of stuff here that I should be doing.
Yes.
And that I can see the value in. But like, in your experience, is it just grab a hammer where it's like, well, you know, because like that was my lived experience.
In the beginning, that's kind of how it is. It's like, hey, we need this done. And then you're just kind of freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then you see a spreadsheet later and it's like, eVoto. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, like, let me look that up. I'm paying them $19 a month, so it's probably something.
And I've been paying them for 8 years. I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Right. I bought the CEO a car, you know?
Yes.
But like going through that and then realizing, you know, so like the other thing I've been completely just up my own ass about has been the agentic AI.
Yeah.
Where and for the 8 days that it worked properly, or the way that it worked with the workaround with Claude, it was the greatest thing I have ever experienced in my life.
What happened on day 9?
Anthropic closed the loophole.
Okay.
So there used to be where I'm on the Pro Max $200 a month subscription or whatever to Claude, and you do OpenClaw, so it's like a robot, and it was unlimited access, which means it just burns tokens and it's just like crushing their server side because it's cloud based, so it's like sending.
Yeah.
And I'm